How about the trustworthiness of Christ? That's a fifth doctrine that I think is very important. And the Creator in Genesis is the only one who knows what happened at the beginning. And it says in Mark 10:6, but from the beginning of creation, God made them male and female, Jesus said. Jesus spoke with authority about the beginning of creation because he was there. And we should trust his trustworthiness because he was there and he is God. He's the one that tells us everything that we need to know about what happened at that time. And finally, the whole message of the Bible is based on Genesis 1 because the Creator in Genesis is the only one who could send a message like we have in the Scripture. Remember a couple of weeks ago we talked about the SETI, the Search for Extra Intelligent Life, and we said that they're waiting with their radio telescopes for a message. Well, who's the only one that could send a message like the Bible? The Creator. And where do we meet the Creator? Where do we meet the only one that could give us a message of the caliber and of the expanse and of the depth and of the magnitude of this book? Only the Creator. And the Creator is the one we meet in Genesis 1:1. And I wrote this verse down. Colossians 1:15 through 17. He, that's Christ, is the image of the invisible God. He is the firstborn over all creation. For by him, that's Christ, all things were created that are in heaven, that are on earth, that are visible, that are invisible, whether thrones, dominions, principalities, or powers. He made them all. He made all the angels and all their hosts. And he made all the spiritual levels. He made it all. All things were created through him and for him. And he's before all things. And by him all things hold together. That's the entire message of the Bible. Jesus Christ is before all. Jesus Christ made all. Jesus Christ holds all together, and everything is for his glory, and either you glorify him now, or you're going to glorify him then at the judgment seat, because every knee will bow and every tongue confess. So what could matter more than to know what God said and to obey it? What you believe about Genesis will also determine your available truth to live by. Why? Because Genesis, the first book of this Bible, is the gateway to the true God. It's the gateway to the Creator. It's the gateway to our Redeemer. The book of Genesis is the only foundation of our origin. It's the only place we find our purpose in life. It's the only place we find our destiny. It is the only proper way to understand anthropology, history, philosophy, and so on from God's perspective. It's the only authoritative word on where male, female, marriage, family, government, and everything else comes from. This book alone, and the book of Genesis, records the start of sin, evil, where cultures came from, where language came from, how Israel got to be such a thorn in the world's side. It all starts in the book of Genesis.